Welcome back, everyone. This is Fresh Coffee Tarot, and on this channel my goal is to make you shine so that when you shine, other people shine and the world becomes a brighter place. Today we're going to use a non-traditional tarot. I found this once at Barnes & Noble. It's called Transparent Tarot, and the way it works is you put a card down and then you stack another card on top, and then the images that the form kind of give you a better understanding of the meaning. It's very intuitive. So we'll do that, but before we begin, let's say a prayer. Mother of God, I ask that you please keep the collective of goodwill who come to this channel seeking wisdom and knowledge, that you open their hearts, their minds, and their souls to whatever messages the Holy Spirit or other of their helpful spirits are trying to teach them. I ask that you also protect them from those who wish them the evil eye or wish ill will in their lives. In the most holy name of Jesus we pray, amen. So this is going to be interesting. We'll see what this is. I'm going to post it regardless of what it is. I'm not too familiar with these. I know how to do traditional tarot. But let's see what our subject is. Everything has been energy cleared. Let's see what we got. Let's do this one. Happiness. Ooh, what is dropping you? What is blocking this Aries from happiness? Now, I'll be honest, I had to watch a video on Aries because I tend to give, when I meet people, I tend to ask their zodiac signs, and I'll be honest, I really don't think I know an Aries, but I watch some videos and I understand what an Aries is. Okay, and they are sometimes the very quintessential of happiness, right? So let's see what we got going on. Let's see what we have for as far as any charms. We have a heart, love, of course. You can't have a heart without happiness. We have a shark. Maybe you got to be an apex predator to go after what you want. An anchor, you want to be anchored in love. And we have Tinkerbell, spreading that pixie fairy everywhere, that pixie dust. Okay, let's see what our oracle card is for today. Pathless. Ooh, an Aries with no path. Now that is a contradiction, because Aries like to plan. So let's see what this is. (102) Difficult decisions and lack of direction. The street is busy, alive with the shouting of voices and the sound of boots on cobbles. But one pair of feet seems to have no destination, walking in circles, meandering and lost. This poor soul is pathless, who hesitated on many decisions and rushed into many others. They are the product of indecision and misdirection, lacking confidence in themselves and trusting too much in people who would misguide them. It feels like progress on whatever you've been working towards has ground to a halt. Others might give you unsolicited advice, but you know yourself better than anyone else. Take a step back and consider a new direction, but don't keep stubbornly moving forward if it's not getting you anywhere. So they're telling you, like my brother used to tell me, it's one of the best things he ever told me. I'm a person in life that takes one step back and two steps forward. Aries, I'm going to tell you, you are the person that usually has a goal. You have an idea of what you want to do and how to get there. You may not have the long term. So for you to be pathless, I don't know what's happened. Let's figure this out. Let's see how we do with these tarot cards, okay? I'm going to go ahead and draw them all. Let's do this one. This is the Page of Pentacles. That would explain it. I mean, you don't really have a motivation of, you don't really understand what you want to bring into the world. If that makes sense. We have the Eight of Wands. I believe it goes this way. Okay, the Eight of Wands. Can you see that? Yes, you can. They're going to be a little bit shiny, so I apologize. So that's another flaw of these. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so you're making money, you just don't know what you're making money for. Okay. Ooh, I bet this is the Tower. This is lightning. I guarantee, I'm gonna have to look at the book because I'm not familiar with these cards. It could be, I mean, the number 16 could be for, so just bear with me because if I know what it is, then I can tell you what it's about. But I believe 16 is the Tower. Yes, it is the Tower. 16 is the Tower. Okay. I've always wanted to use these. This is interesting here. I'm going to have to move this over because I'm going to run out of space. right? This is the foundation piece. And then let's draw this one. We have the 9. What is this? I believe, oh my god, look in the book again. I'm sorry, I just don't know what this is with these cards. I believe this is a major arcana. Yes, it is the Hermit. So the Hermit, the Tower, okay? Hermit and the Tower. So 2 major arcana are making the foundation of this deck. And I already know what I'm going to look for first. And the Sun. Okay. We have 3 major arcana making the foundation of this pyramid here. So this is your issue. You don't really know what you want to go for towards life. You don't know what you really want to manifest, whether that be love, whether that be money, whether that be a house, a car. You don't know what you want to do. Let me just make sure, but I believe that's the Sun. It seems kind of obvious, but better to look. Yes. 19 is the Sun. Okay, let's clarify the Tower. What the hell is the Tower? What happened? And let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to stack it. Queen of Wands. So this tells me that you were this stable person and something happened, and now you are like, you're questioning yourself, right? So an Aries questioning himself is not good. But what happened? What happened? 5 of Cups. You lost something. You see the 2 cups here? You see these 2 cups? You see how the pictures are stacking? That's how we're clarifying it. You lost something, and you're focused on what you lost, but you don't realize that you have other cups here. So even though you lost, you can still start anew. But what did you lose? What was lost? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. This is the Six of Swords. You're running from whatever happened. The 6 of Swords is usually about going towards calmer waters, and you don't even want to deal with this. You just want to move on past it. The problem is, if you don't deal with it, it's going to show up again later on in life, and it's going to come back to bite you. So that's the advice I'm getting so far. Okay? I think that in reaction to the Tower, 2 things happened here. I don't know if this is someone else yet, but you went into isolation. Because this is the 8 of Wands. Is it this way? I can't tell. Maybe it's this way. Yeah, maybe it's this way. Because this guy's like flying down, so it'll be this way. So the 8 of Wands is the energy of going towards something. Okay? And you went into hermit mode. You went to contemplate, to figure out. And what were you contemplating? The Knight of Wands. Yep. You were contemplating what's going to be your main motivation. Okay? Notice he's on a mountain. It's a Knight of Wands. So you really got to know the fire energy. Where do you want to put your energy? And you have an idea. So what you did was you fired all these arrows and you're trying to see what sticks. Okay? We may come back to this. So that's what this explains. So let's talk about what the Sun is. Let's see what this is. Better yet, let's see what the 8 of Pentacles is. Because you're building something stable, but what are you building stable? Because of what happened, this is the 5 of Swords. So this is change here, right? You have a change here as well. Emotional change. We have a change of how you see the world. When this happened, this has really affected the way that you are looking at what your dreams are. You're looking at what your motivation is. It's almost like you're starting over. It's almost as if you don't even know who you are. And so the original picture of the 5 of Swords is a guy who's holding 2 or 3 swords, and 2 people we could assume are friends or people he know are turning their backs and they drop their swords. So it's like, you're like, no, I got screwed. I'm going to take what's mine. I'm going to protect it, and I don't care about the rest of y'all right now because I need to worry about me. Okay, let's see what else is in this story. The 9 of Wands. Because you were cultivating money, right? You're the master builder. You have money coming in with the 8 of Pentacles. You're 1 wand away from completing what it is that you want on this side. Okay, so this is literally 2 motivations. I'm not really sure what I'm getting here, but we have 2 things here. Okay, And so you're close. That's why you're willing to go into isolation, because you're close. What is this? What is this sun? What is this good news that you 1920. So you followed a natural progression here. 1920. I bet this is the World card or the Wheel of Fortune. I don't know the numbers too well. Oh, it's Judgment. Okay, so here you were, having this fantastic time in life. All this happened. You were living the best life over here, and then bam, your world got turned upside down. Who you were before, you could no longer be. Because the Judgment card is about people rising from the dead, and there's an angel blowing a horn, and the card itself represents small changes in your life to be somebody different. And there was a way of life that you were living that you could no longer do because of what this tower was. And this still doesn't tell me what happened. I just know that this wasn't something that really affected you emotionally. And whatever it was, it really changed your outcome. And because of it, you've kind of, I'm getting the sense you've isolated. Isolation with the 5 of Swords here, and isolation of this mountain. I don't know that I need so much on this. Let's just go over it anyways. Let's just see what we got. This is the Love card. I bet that is the 6. I bet you that's the 6th of Major Arcana. Yep, I was right. The Lover's card. Someone broke your heart. God, okay, I'm sorry. I understand now why tarot readers do so many love readings. Because people are hurting people. I feel so bad. People are hurt. And now, granted, I just got out of a divorce, so I hurt somebody. I get that. But that person hurt me. That said, so much of the world's problems have to deal with broken love, or love that doesn't fall through. And remember, people, this is making more sense. So this looks here, but if I go back this way, love that does not have a proper foundation, and that's what the tower represents, will fall apart. You were emotionally stable until this person left you or did something, and you just look at the fact the love of your life is gone, and you just want to move on. And you picked up what you two had together, and you're like, this is mine, that's yours. You know, I was building something. I'm not going to give up on it, but I am giving up on you. That's really what I get, is that you walked away from somebody. And if you notice, this Page of Pentacles is facing this direction. So you still want to go towards this love, but it's a very juvenile love because you've been hurt and you don't know that you should. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know what to tell you, because most of the reading isn't really about... It is about the fact that you got hurt in love, and that's affecting your happiness and how you view the world. But in general, I'm getting this is about you healing from it and learning from it. That's what I'm getting from this reading. Not whether or not you should go back from this. It's what did you learn from this? So let's see what this is. This is the 10 of what? Is this the world? Is this the Wheel of Fortune or the World card? No, this might be. It's the Wheel card. So the Wheel card, the original one, has the 4 corners of the earth, right? It has like those 4 symbols, and then a person in a wreath and a woman holding 2 batons. And what that means is you completed a cycle. So not only did your tower fall, not only did you go towards calmer waters, you went to meditate on Mount Everest over here. You made it to the top. You started thinking, what are my motivations? And bam, I kind of like these cards. They kind of, I get how they work now. I'm creating, this is pretty good. Like, I actually find this a little bit easier. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, anyways, we'll get back to that later. So you went up the mountain, got these motivations. You're like, I want to move in this direction. And because you didn't stay on the mountain, you actually got off the mountain. Notice this guy's flying on wands. You got off the mountain because wands are fire energy. That's why I see a fire. You got off and you're like, I'm diving off this mountain and I'm going to see where I go. And bam, the world, the universe was grateful because you completed a cycle. You didn't stay on top of the mountain and hide away from the world. You're like, I'm going back in. And the world is now asking you, what do you stand for? You have these 2 batons. This lady in the middle holding 2 batons. Let me see if I can find it for you because it's always a good visual. It's a really good visual. Because if you're not an avid tarot person, you're not familiar with all the cards, you know, it's hard for me. You just can't imagine it. So I'm going to show you what the card is. I really want to show this to you because I want you to really get this. Sorry, would this be one moment? Because it'll help my explanation. There it is. Okay, look at that. Exactly what I was telling you. The world has said you've completed a cycle in which you were hurt. We are now asking, what do you stand for? Do you want to go back into that cycle and repeat it? Or do you want to go forward in the unknown and take what you've learned and see what you can create? This is really what it is when you complete a cycle, is do you want to repeat it or do you want to get out of it? And that's exactly what happened when you jumped off. So the question is, what is it that you learned from this? What are you healing? This is the 4 of the major arcana. So you're celebrating the fact that you came down from the mountain. You're kind of riding a high wave. It's like the arrows are still flying in the air and they haven't landed yet. I need more clarity from this. Ace of Pentacles. You want new love. You want a new start. You want new business opportunities. I think you're focusing on manifesting things in the world. That's what this is. What you're trying to manifest, I don't know. This is a queen. No, I'm sorry. This is a queen. I'm sorry. See, I'm not familiar with this. This is the Queen of Pentacles. You are starting to really grow here, and you might be asking, well, how can I be a Queen of Pentacles and also a Page of Pentacles? Because of this. You are here because imagine, how can I say this? How can I say this? Imagine that the number 10 is being subtracted by the number 6 and you end up with the number 4. That's exactly what's happened here. There's so much being lost here. This love over here took out so much from you that you've had to work to come back as a Queen of Pentacles. But it was so devastating that now that you're ready to move forward, you're not really sure. Perhaps this is an idea of like, maybe I shouldn't look for love in the future. Maybe maybe it's not, and it's you not closing off, right? Because this isn't like you're not going out or anything. This is you saying you're not gonna. You think, in other words, this is you not being jaded from the world. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see what we got here. I'm just gonna. Yeah. Let's take this one since I got them both. I don't want to put these back. Yeah. So now that you've done this, you need to rest. So figure it out. And then you have. So here, I'm going to tell you what I'm really getting. This is very hopeful. Notice you're going the same direction. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. I think that what it's telling you is you jumped off the mountain, and I think it's telling you take it slow. I think you want new love. I think you want new dreams. I think you want these wonderful things, but you need to take it slow. And that's what the 4 of Swords is telling you. And you're used to being bam, 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 bam. That's an Aries. That's who you are. But they're like, take it slow. Because you don't want to repeat the cycle, right, with the World card. And you want to make sure the next person that comes into your life really fits in there well. They're not going to be perfect because nobody's perfect. There's no perfect spouse. If you tell me you have a perfect spouse, you're dating yourself. Or you're married to yourself. You really want to make sure the person you're with is really compatible with you. That's what I'm really getting from this. I'm going to do one more at the top because I'm really getting the sense that's what it is. Yeah. You want to go back to celebrating. It's just going to take time. It's going to take... So what it's telling you, Aries, here is that you need to learn from your situation. Okay? This could have been from family, for all I know. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could have been it could have been anything that represents love, right? But you're so used to going forward and your plans working out that when this didn't work out, it just threw you for a loop. But the good thing is you're very resilient. You really meditated, you moved forward, you regathered yourself, and bam, you're looking for, like, in other words, you're not sitting there and saying, "Oh my God, life is horrible. I hate it." You're like, "No, it's good. What happened to me really sucked. I wish it didn't happen, but there's good things in life, and I'm gonna find them again. It's just taking me forever." So my point to you here is be patient with yourself. Okay? You are an Aries. It is by your very nature that you coincide with spring. It is by your very nature that you inspire other people. And just imagine you have a broken leg and you need to let that heal before you start running again. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Let's see what the bottom card was. Yeah, this is the Ten of Swords. This is the Ten of Wands. Am I seeing a 10 here? Yes, it's the Ten of Wands. You were doing too much. I'm just gonna put that there because I'm just showing you. You were doing too much. You probably were carrying this person. You were probably doing the most in this relationship, and I think that really, really bothered you. I think maybe this person started out helping you and they cut back. I'm not really sure. Okay, let's see if I was close. What do the oracle cards say? Yep. Kindness, understanding, and forgiveness, right? Because you had to go figure that out in the mountain to move on. You had to forgive. You had to forget. But it's because of this. Outer image and body appearance. You know, when we think about that, we forget that we also forget about what it means by keeping up with the Joneses. Maybe this really affected you for the fact that maybe you're a really good-looking person. Or maybe you're just an attractive person through personality, through looks, or both. And maybe you're not used to having your heart broken, whether by family or whatever. But it got broken, and you don't know how to present yourself to the world. You're having to learn that all over again. That's where I'm getting this is at. Let's get one more. Let's do this one. Yep, you're building something and working hard. This is you working hard. Right here. This is you working hard. Hands down. Hands down. You're resting. You can be resting and working hard. Yes, you can. You got to sleep. No one stays up 24 hours. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. And I'm sorry this happened to you. I'm sorry. And I'm going to tell you what probably happened. You realized you were the one putting the most effort into this relationship and you had to walk away. Whether that be family or someone romantic. You're like, I can't do this. If I keep doing this, I'm going to break my back. I'm going to fail. I got to get out of this. And it tore you up. But I will say, reflect on the fact of what type of person this, what type of relationship this was. And make sure you do your best not to repeat it. Don't go back into the cycle, okay? This is the cycle. Don't go back into it. All right? All right, collective. Please, if you liked my channel, if this resonated with you, please like and subscribe. Please keep it resonated. Discard what didn't. And I just simply ask that you please share this channel if you feel like it's going to help other people. I really enjoy doing this, and I hope it helps you and it brightens your day. All right, I'll see y'all later.